You're born into a world that spits on your existence. Your mother screams, but not from joy. She's wrung out like a rag after 5 kids, and you're the extra burden no one wanted. Your father's off in a tavern, drowning his last coins in ale, laughing with his buddies about dodging this new load. The midwife, wiping sweat from her brow, grumbles, "Another hungry mouth. Have mercy on this woman." Your first breath is a cry into the void, and no one rushes to comfort you. Welcome, Cesar, to a life where you're doomed before you even start. You've barely opened your eyes, and the cold is already gnawing at your bones. You're a month old, lying in a rotting plank stuffed with damp rags. Your so-called cradle. Your siblings scrap over a stale crust, while you wail for milk that never comes. Your mother's glare cuts like a knife. "Shut up already," she snarls, chucking an empty bowl at the wall. You don't know it yet, but this is her warmest welcome. Outside, the wind howls, mocking your tiny, shivering form. Time drags on, and you're 6, skinny as a shadow, draped in patched rags that reek of swamp. In the schoolyard, clean, fed kids chant, "Cesar the Stink." They shove you into the mud. Your face splats in a puddle, and a boot stomps your hand for laughs. You swing your fists, but all you earn is a kick and a bruise that throbs for days. You're their toy, their punchline. As you wipe grime and snot away, a pebble smacks your head, just because they can. Years crawl by, and you're 10. You think you found a friend in Marcus, a gap-toothed kid with a sly grin who swears you're brothers. You hand him your treasure, a rusty coin from a ditch. He slaps your shoulder, smirks, and bolts to buy candy with the rich brats, leaving you kicking stones. You watch him laugh with them, their snickers aimed at you. That first betrayal stabs like a splinter, and you mutter, "Never again." Oh, Cesar, you're in for a ride. You're 13, and your back knows pain too well. You haul grain sacks at the market, heavy as your fate, dusty as your dreams. The merchant, a fat, red-faced pig, bellows, "Move, rat, or rot in the gutter." Your palms bleed, but you drag on. Hunger's a sharper whip than his words. At night, you collapse on straw, body screaming, and he tosses you a crust, cackling, "Take it, king!" You clutch it, thinking this is as good as it gets. You're 15, and your father staggers home, drunk, raging, fist swinging. He storms in, blaming you for everything, poverty, his drinking, the rain. Your mother's eyes are dead as he snatches your tattered book, your only escape, and feeds it to the fire. "Damn dreamer," he roars, while flames devour your hope. You lunge for a page, but he shoves you back, and the smell of burning paper chokes you. A dog howls outside, and you envy its freedom. You're 17, and you run. You snatch a warm loaf, your ticket out, and sprint through dark streets, heart pounding, freedom so close. Then a hand grabs you. The baker, furious, beats you bloody and drags you home. Your father smirks. "Told you you're nothing." The bread's trampled in the mud, and your dreams sink with it, while boots kick dirt in your face. You're 19, and your heart dares to flutter. Lucia, the baker's daughter, with chestnut curls and a bell-like laugh, haunts your thoughts. You scrub your rags, rehearse words all night, and approach her at the market. "Hi," you stammer. She stares like you're filth. "Seriously?" She giggles, then yells, "Dad, get this bum." The baker swings a broom, and you flee under her laughter, tripping over baskets. Love, not for you, Cesar. You're 22, and plague slinks in like a thief. You burn with fever, coughing, while your siblings drop, pale, lifeless. Your mother, rasping and hunched, jabs a finger. You killed them. You're cursed. You survive, barely, but now you're the family's blight. Neighbors whisper, kids fling mud, and your mother turns away. Alive, sure, but it's a fate worse than the grave. You're 25, and you think fate's thrown you a scrap. You're a blacksmith's apprentice. You toil over molten metal, sparks searing your skin, dreaming of coin. But at month's end, the smith laughs. Pay? Your experience is your prize, fool. He counts his gold while you trudge home, hands empty, the wind whispering. You're stuck. You kick a stone, and it rolls right back, like your luck. You're 28, and desperation makes you bold, or stupid. You swipe a purse and run, heart racing, but the owner's a thug with a crew. They corner you in an alley, fists and boots raining down. Ribs crack, blood pools. Next time you're dead, he snarls as you writhe in the muck. They leave you there, rain washing your pride away, while you choke on your own gasps. You're 30, and politics beckons. Or so you think. A local bigwig, Gaius, spots your grit and pulls you into his circle. You run errands, bribe guards, whisper threats, all for a taste of power. Then Gaius turns. He frames you for his dirty deals, embezzlement, blackmail, and the mob drags you to the square. They pelt you with rotten fruit, chanting traitor, while Gaius smirks from the balcony. You're exiled, limping away with a busted leg and a lesson. Trust is a blade in the back. You're 33, and war calls. You're conscripted into a ragtag legion, handed a rusty sword, and marched to the frontier. You're no general, just cannon fodder. Your first battle's a slaughter. Arrows whistle, men scream, and you trip over a corpse, shield splintering. Your commander flees, leaving you to the enemy. They spare you, barely, mocking your cowardice as you crawl back, bloodied and broken. Heroism? That's for statues, not you. You're 36, and you claw your way up again. A minor post in the city guard, patrolling stinking streets, shaking down drunks. You save a few coins, dream of respect, until your captain betrays you. He pockets your wages, pins a theft on you, and you're flogged in the plaza. 20 lashes, skin peeling, crowd jeering. You stagger off, blood dripping, dignity a distant memory. You're 39, and ambition bites once more. You rally a band of outcasts, promising glory in a raid on a rival town. You plan, you march, you fight, and your second-in-command, Lucius, sells you out. The enemy ambushes you. Your men scatter, and you're captured. They chain you, parade you through the streets, spitting and laughing. Lucius takes your share, and you're left with scars and a name, Cesar the Fool. You're 42, and the end creeps in. You're a beggar now, scavenging trash in a storm. You find a soggy crust, your treasure, until a dog snatches it. You collapse, laughing through tears as rain pounds your skull. Then the cough starts, deep, wet, bloody. You slump in an alley, gray as ash, while people step over you. Your breath fades, and your last thought is a bitter snort. That's it, Cesar. You're 45, or would be if you'd made it. But let's rewind to that final military fling. You're back, leading a desperate charge against a fortified camp, shouting orders through the chaos. Your troops falter, mutiny sparks, and your lieutenant stabs you in the gut. Literal backstabbing. You fall, blood soaking the dirt, as your men loot your gear and run. The enemy finishes you with a spear, and your last sight is crows circling. Poetic, in a twisted way. You're born unwanted, raised in filth, betrayed by friends, family, fate, and now politics and war pile on. You climb, you fall, you bleed, and every step's a reminder. Your fate's punching bag. Being Cesar isn't a life. It's a brutal farce where you're the fool, and the world laughs till it cries. Want more tales where someone's hell makes your day brighter? Subscribe. We're just digging into this pit of despair.